I tune to Sports World Radio.
Looking for the inside track on everything sports? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet with your hosts, Jeff Escow and Elliot Big E Lomba.
Welcome, one and all. This is Sports World Radio. I am your host, Jeff Escow, and we're going to rock it for 1 hour today. Let's have some fun. Elliot's not going to be with us today, so I got the other guys in here, but let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll rock and roll. Sports World Radio is done each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West, except for today's show. We're doing it at 7 on East Coast, 4 on the West, on SportsWorldRadio.com and right here on Whoza.io. Follow us on SportsWorldRadio.com. When the notification bar comes down, just click the allow button so you never miss an episode of Sports World Radio or anything that's happening here at Sports World Radio. Follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Sports World Radio. That's Facebook.com/Sports World Radio right there. And then over there at Twitter.com/Sports World Radio. Twitter.com/Sports World Radio. Sports World Radio is brought to you by ProfessionalRecordingStudioEquipment.com. Head on over there, pick up your microphones, your pop filters, your mic stands, your mic cords, anything you need at ProfessionalRecordingStudioEquipment.com. With all that being said, let's get the gang in here, joining us like he does each and every day on the show because his work schedule has changed. I would say second half of Sports World Radio, yes, indeedy. The one, the only, Scott the Sports Nerd.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Good. How are you, pal?
Good. Happy Football Thursday. Yeah. Yes, we do. Well, if you want to call it that.
And saying for Elliot today, like he's been doing while Elliot was out sick last couple of months. SWC, what's up, buddy boy? How you doing, pal?
Doing well. How about you guys?
Doing good. Glad you could be here. What's up, Brett? How's everything going?
Brett, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Brett.
Okay, tweet this thing out. Put it out on Facebook. Let everybody know we're doing.
I got it in my Skype rooms. I Facebooked it. I tweeted it. It's out there. So
right, cool.
Just to roll this show off the top, Sammy Watkins is active tonight for the Buffalo Bills.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He's nursing a bum foot, but he is active tonight.
Okay, so who's he gonna? What's he? Safety, right?
No, he's a wide receiver. Sammy Watkins for Buffalo.
Right. So so Revis is gonna probably.
Revis will be on Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, if you got him on your fantasy team, keep him on your bench. He will not be effective tonight. Buffalo is going to lose this game. The Jets should win. Yeah. Sammy is going to be hobbled, so he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah. So Brett, you probably have him on your team, so I wouldn't play him tonight.
All I will say is that the Jets will win. Why? Because Rex Ryan got his stomach redone.
Jesus. You got it redone?
Well, not redone, but he had it taken off.
Get the lap band taken out?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because his brother doesn't have his, and he says that because he used to win without it, now he's going back to that.
Oh, geez.
Jesus. Now he's going to be freaking heavy. He's going to be fatter than me.
Oh, my Lord. I know, Brett. We're going to get to it, Brett. We're going to get to it in just a minute.
You guys want to start in Las Vegas?
Let's start with Las Vegas.
We got two stories out of Vegas. I think the one, it's a little bit older, but I don't think we've talked about it. The hockey team. They're down to 3 names. They've trademarked them all.
Okay, now hold on a second.
Domain names. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, are any of them having to do with gambling whatsoever?
No. They're all going to be called the Knights in one form or another. So they're going to be called the Silver Knights, the Desert Knights, or the Golden Knights.
So the Black Knights didn't make it.
That's just nightly crazy. Knights.
So the Black Knights, the Golden Knights, the Silver Knights, and the what?
What was the other one? The Desert.
Desert, gold, and silver?
Yep.
That's disgusting.
What the hell?
Well, didn't we talk about this before where the owner of the team owns something with Knights in it?
Yes.
Okay. That's why he's going with it, to link his business to the team.
Better not link his business to the team because his business and the team will both go down.
Yeah.
But hey, you know something, Brett? You're right. That's just dumbassery.
Yes.
That is correct.
You're absolutely correct on that, Brett.
Yeah, but that's what they did. They've trademarked them all. They've got all the websites for them and everything. And I guess they're going to make some big announcement. I don't know what the date is on that.
So for the people who went and got the URL, Las Vegas Aces and Las Vegas this and Las Vegas that, I guess you're screwed, aren't you?
Yeah. They said that they're going to make the announcement mid to late October.
Okay, now what about the Raiders?
The Raiders today, the Las Vegas City Council approved $750 million in public funding for the project. So the stadium's going to cost $2 billion, and they've got $750 coming from the public. So this
1.25 has to come from the Raiders or somewhere else.
And
right?
he'll pony that money up to go.
Davis will pony it up in a heartbeat.
He's already ponied up $500,000.
Well, the Adelson family's putting in $650 million, and the Raiders will kick in the other $500 million.
So it's not too bad. I mean, if Adelson will do it,
but the owners of the Ray Davis has already put up $500,000 for the stadium, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Now
he's going.
Now, since it went through the Vegas Commission or Council, it'll go to the governor, and if he approves it, this thing's done. It's a go.
So what are they doing with the bookies and the books? And
that still has yet to be determined.
Right.
They're going to figure out a way to keep them on the books. I mean, they're going to have to grease the key.
They're
going to have to.
They have to get the stadium going first and start building it because they want to be ready for 2017. So they got to get this moving.
And they can build there all year round, so it won't take long.
So while they're building, they can worry about the gambling and everything else.
Right. Just here in San Diego, you can build all year round, so it doesn't take as long as it takes in Chicago or Detroit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was a unanimous vote by the council, so
and
they want it bad.
VegasRaiders.com and all that has been taken already because I
would assume, yeah. It's probably been taken for years because they've been talking about this for a long time.
Hey, Brett, do me a favor, Brett, will you? Watch this, Scott. Sports nerd, watch this. Brett, do me a favor. Would you go over to a website called NFLRealTalk.com and see what's on there for me? Yeah, that site looks. I haven't checked it out in a long time, and we haven't started yet, Scott. Believe me, I will tell you when it happens. Believe me. All right. So we got the hockey situation figured out in Las Vegas.
Yep. Now it's definitely looks like football's coming.
Now NFL's going.
Yep.
How much longer will it be before the NBA goes?
That's next.
I think the NBA waits to see how well hockey and football do first before they make their move.
What about
I'll say this about baseball. If everything else goes fine with football, hockey, and then if basketball goes, and if baseball decides to go, then Pete Rose has to be reinstated.
I love it.
Because you cannot put baseball in Vegas and still have Pete Rose suspended for betting on baseball. So I don't know if they will go or not. It'll be interesting to see because I've never heard any talk of baseball going to Vegas. Now, we've heard talk of NBA going there because of the All-Star game and how well it went. But I've never heard word one about baseball. And for some reason, they're really hung up with the gambling. Which, I mean, of course, you don't want your players to be gambling on your team or against your team. But it doesn't seem that any of these other leagues, other than baseball, has a huge issue with this. They're all willing to go to Vegas, so.
We're all willing to go to Vegas. Hey, do me a favor, Scott, nerd.
Yeah.
Send a message to Scooter.
I did.
Oh, okay. You're way ahead of me, aren't you?
I Skyped him already. Yes.
Okay. You're way ahead of me. Holy sea trout.
I got it in our Sports Nerd Skype room, and I got it to Scooter as well, so directly. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Told you. So how was your your day off yesterday. Oh, on Tuesday.
I didn't take the day off, but I went. I did go. I worked all day. You saw the pictures on my Facebook page. I know Scott saw it.
Right, I saw it.
Yeah.
And everybody was just giving me shit about turning 50 on Tuesday.
Now, the question I have is, I saw your cube at work. It had all the cats all over. What did they say? Was there any saying on there?
Well, as a matter of fact, funny you should mention it, because I have every single one of them sitting right here in my hand.
How many did they make? 50 of them?
There's about 20 or 25 of them. There's not a whole lot, but yeah.
Plus the original still out there.
But most of them were like, what the biggest thing was my boss. Okay. She says, don't forget to make the doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
When you turn 50, that's when you have to have that colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm behind.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm not looking forward to this.
No.
I'm not going to get it. So don't worry.
But yeah, most of it was all good stuff. They were giving me shit about turning 50.
Okay, so there was different sayings on each one. Okay.
Yeah, there's different things on each one. Yes, the way they did it is one girl organized this whole thing at the office. She's the party organizer, and she does this, And so she found the cat picture and she printed it off. Okay. And in each one is this bubble, and they all wrote in the bubble as to whatever they wanted to say. Okay?
Well, that's cool.
Funny or serious, or just well-wishing or whatever, and it's fine.
That's cool.
Now, what you guys saw as far as that banner is concerned, it was just two pieces of cardboard with, it's the big one with 50 on it. And that was on actually the back of my cubicle. I sat behind where you saw that. I actually sit behind where you saw that. And it was a good day. It was a good day at work. And then my ex-wife and I, who I'm still very close to, we went out to dinner. She bought me dinner at a place called Manny's Chop House or Chart House. It's like a old tech, it's like a Texas style, like a Texas Roadhouse type of place where you got, it's just all kinds of great stuff like license plates and sayings and stuff like that inside. And I had prime rib and cheese fries and a whole 9 yards. I gored myself, so it was a good night.
There you go.
Excellent.
Yeah, I had a good time. I was home by 8, so I didn't stay out too late. I'm 50 now. I can't stay out past usually 8:30 at night before it's time to come home and roll up the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Oh, great. We're gonna have a really good show on Tuesday. I'm telling you right now.
Well, yeah. What did you find out?
That's when you see me go like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just got confirmation for Tuesday, so we're doing a 2-hour show on Tuesday. First hour, we're talking Seahawks football.
Nice.
Wow.
With Mr. Greg Bell.
We can talk about Mr. Rawls and Mr. Michael.
Yeah, we'll have Greg Bell on, and then we'll have Lance on in the second hour.
Nice.
I don't know how
I'm
long
gonna have to
he'll be
get
able
some questions
stay,
for Seattle football then.
Yeah, I don't know how long he'll be able to stay on, but he wants to come on like right at the top of the show. I'm going to push him.
We can
to
do that.
3:15. Yeah, I'll push him to 3:15, and then see how long he can stay on for.
Okay.
Excellent. That's good.
That'd be great.
Well, now we're done with Vegas. Let's move to San Diego and let's talk a little Padre baseball.
Jeff's favorite subject today.
Now, why would we want to talk Padre baseball
today, right, fellas?
Now, you're probably thinking, why would anybody want to talk Padre baseball? There's a very good reason. Today, their GM got suspended because of this medical situation that's going on there. If you don't know what's happened is in the offseason, they got rid of their trainer that had been there 18 years.
18 years.
And they brought this new guy in. And the first thing they did was got together with every athletic trainer that is in their minor league system, major league system. And it came from management that they were to keep 2 different records on each player, health records. One for internal and one to show everybody else.
Yeah. Basically what they were doing is they would keep 2 separate books, one for the Padres and one to show for trades.
Yep.
And they got caught.
And so now they've got several teams that are really ticked off. You got the Red Sox, the Marlins, White Sox. They all made deals with the Padres, and they felt that they got misinformed on the players. And as a result, the GM right now has been suspended, but I have a feeling a lot more is going to be coming. Because there's no way you can just suspend the GM for 30 games and that's it. There's got to be.
I would think the manager. I would think.
Why the athletic trainer has not been fired yet? That set all this up. I have no idea.
His name is Mark Rogo, and before he was the athletic trainer for the Padres, he worked for the U.S. Department of Defense.
Oh, Jesus.
So what the hell has that got to do with being the athletic trainer?
I don't know. Maybe he thought he can get away with it. But
this is going to have some serious ramifications. I mean, you're not releasing medical information on a player you want to trade to another team. I mean, granted, there's HIPAA laws, and I work with HIPAA laws every single day. Don't get me wrong, because that's the business I'm in. I'm in insurance. I'm in healthcare reimbursement. So I deal with HIPAA every single day. Okay. But when it's something like this, you have to disclose everything about a player's health to this team if they're going to take him on as one of their employees. That's part of the deal. And if you've got internal figures and external figures and they don't match up, that's it's similar to insider trading, for God's sake. I mean, you're loading up the trade by not revealing. All right, well, this guy's got a bad hamstring, or he's got a sprained knee, or whatever, and then all of a sudden, boom, this guy gets on the field and he blows out his hamstring or blows out his knee, and you're like, well, there was nothing in there saying he had something wrong. Well, it's because they didn't reveal it and they were hiding it from you. So it's terrible. Yeah,
and then to me, MLB needs to come down on them hard, because if they don't, then it's just going to show other teams that they can do the same thing, and there won't be any repercussions for doing it.
All right. If San Diego only gets a slap on the wrist, and all of a sudden the other teams are going to say, well, we can handle that kind of punishment. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can do that too.
You're getting into the NFL's weekly questionable, probable, won't play. What does all that mean?
That's well, they got rid of probable this year on the NFL injury report, so that tells you a whole lot.
Right. But if they don't come down and take away draft picks, and they really should offer the teams that made the trades with the Padres their players back plus compensation for this. Plus, the owners should get fined. I don't know what else they can do to them, but they need to come down on them hard, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Staying in baseball, the Cubbies' magic number is 1, and they play Milwaukee tonight. Milwaukee, if they win or lose, the Cubs will clinch the Central Division at the earliest possible moment. I mean, it's like 142 games or 100 and something like that. I mean, it's an insane number as far as how early they're clinching this division.
Is the one game just a tie, or does that mean they win the division?
It's one game. If they win and the Cardinals lose, they win the division.
So it's 2 games, really, the magic number. Because the magic number 1 means that they either have to win 1 or the Cardinals have to lose 1. Then that's it.
Okay, you're right. That's correct. It is 1. Another magic number is 1. However it works. If they win 1, if they win tonight, then yes, then they're playing at home. So if they win tonight in Wrigley, then yes, they will win the division.
Right. Or if the Cardinals lose tonight,
correct,
they win it too. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that 1 meant that they guaranteed a tie or if they actually won the division. But they took 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals. They blew them out last night again.
Yep.
Cardinals have a hell of a lot more to play for.
The Cards are just falling off the edge. The cliff.
But they're not as bad as the Giants, though. Giants have the worst record in baseball since the All-Star break.
Well, I don't think that even number streak is going to continue, Mr. Escobar.
No, I don't.
Doesn't look like it.
They'd be lucky to make the playoffs at this rate.
Well, they're in a little bit of a slump right now.
Little bit. They've been in the slump since mid-July.
A little bit of a slump.
Yeah, with the way the Mets are playing too, it's been amazing.
Right.
There's really only three
very firm control of that division right now, and as far as the AL Central is concerned, the Tigers could just all they can do is pray they can run it out and make that wild card at this point.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with that team, but there's something that just doesn't click with the Tigers. There's just some games they don't even show up. It looks like they don't show up. The effort isn't there. The will to want to win isn't there. I don't know where it is. And it's not the manager. I'm not a big fan of their manager, right. But it's not him. They were doing it under Leland, and I don't know. It's discouraging to watch them. They're horrible. To lose 2 out of 3
well, it's
to
kind of like watching
Minnesota.
the Rays. You know what I'm saying? The Rays have been, they've been perennial contenders for the last 5 or 6 years. Joe Madden goes to Chicago, all of a sudden they tank. It shows how much of an influence Joe Madden was in Tampa Bay when he was here. But I mean, they unloaded the house last year after Joe left, and they really all they have is Will Myers, not Will Myers. I'm sorry, is Archer and Evan Longoria. Those are the 2 stars of the team, and that's it. And Archer has had a very average year for Archer. Yeah,
everybody's talking about how great the Tigers hitters are, but they have way too many games where they score 2 runs or less. It's like they can't hit anybody.
Yeah,
it's horrible. All right, here's the numbers on the San Francisco Giants. Remember, at the All-Star break, they had the best record in the league. They were 57-33. Since the All-Star break, they are 16-31.
Ouch.
Yes.
Sucks.
It's horrible.
Holy cow. What is it like?
So even if they make it, they're limping into the playoffs. What's that?
Behind the Dodgers right now, huh?
Yeah.
Do they still have an inside shot of getting the wild card from that position?
Yeah,
really?
They're a half a game up on the Mets.
Yeah.
And the Mets aren't playing great either.
Yeah, they're the number 1 seat. They're the number 1 spot right now for the wild card, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Followed by the Mets and who else?
St. Louis.
Cardinals
are half a game behind the Mets.
Yeah.
And Miami's 4 games behind everything else. And Pittsburgh 6 behind that. So it's going to come down to San Francisco, New York, and St. Louis. One of those 3 ain't getting in.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a picture of Rob and Rex Ryan walking into the facility. Rob Ryan is a fat bastard. Oh, my God. I thought I was a fat bastard. Rob Ryan is a fat – I mean, he walks like this with his gut sticking out all the way into the friggin' locker room.
I don't even have to see it to know he's a fat bastard.
I mean, God, look at my belly. You see my belly? Rob Ryan's is out to here, for God's sake.
Hey, Rob, I got an idea. When you're coaching, maybe you should do some of the calisthenics when you play it. You fat bastard.
Yeah, you think being around all those fit athletes that he would have some motivation to be somewhat fit.
Unbelievable, man.
He looks like he's ready to get deliver triplets.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was it me or is Tony Saragusa not doing the games no more?
No, he's not. Fox fired him.
Oh, I missed that fat bastard.
I love me some Saragusa on the sideline.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was useless.
I love that fat bastard. I was kind of hoping he'd get knocked down a couple of times during the game, actually.
So why did he get fired? Anybody know?
I don't know.
Everybody thought he was useless, like you did.
I like Tony Saragusa. I mean, the Gooseman, you gotta love Saragusa. He was a crazy talking Italian guy that just didn't hold anything back. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather, you know what? I would rather see Saragusa on ESPN than some of those clowns they got on there now.
Oh my God, that panel is terrible on Sunday mornings.
I can't watch that.
I never watched it.
You're looking at losing Keyshawn, Chris Carter, Tom Jackson.
Tom Jackson.
That's the whole.
That was the big
there.
one.
That's it right there.
Okay.
That's it right
and
there.
And you're going to replace him with Trent Dilfer.
Was it Ray Lewis?
Randy Moss.
Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
What are you, nuts?
Bring back Tom Jackson, you dumbasses.
Jackson retired. He's done. He walked away.
And
the rumor is this is Berman's last year too. Berman had a rough time on Monday night calling that Rams game. He was terrible.
He's horrible. He hasn't been good in years.
So what are they going to do? End the show? Because
how can they? They got to compete with NFL Network. I mean, the only thing good going about NFL Network is you got Rich Eisen and I don't know people I like on NFL Network are Rich Eisen and the coach. That's it. I don't like Michael Irvin. I think Marshall Faulk is an idiot. Okay, LaDainian Tomlinson doesn't know what the hell he's doing when he's on camera. Okay, and Michael Irvin is just a babbling, trash talking dumbass.
I just don't understand why these shows have to have so many people on them. To me, it's like just have 2 or 3 people.
If you have a chance and you think about it on Sunday, if you've got CBS Sports Network, tune in to their show. They got people, and they got Amy Ryman. Not Amy, is it Amy Ryman or Amy? What's her face? Used to be the GM of the Raiders. Okay. All right. They got Chris Sims, who isn't bad. All right. They bring in Boomer Esiason every once in a while, because he does the radio shows on Monday Night Football. He doesn't do the broadcast booth.
You know who I like that's on ESPN?
Who?
Pat Fagan.
Who?
Pat Fagan. Okay, Kate Fagan.
Kate Fagan, yeah, she's nice. Yeah, she's good.
Fagan. Yeah, I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's smart.
I like her a lot. I tried to get her to come on to the show. She said she was too busy.
But the Sunday CBS Sports Network show, not CBS, that 12 o'clock show, but CBS Sports Network has the same similar. It's called that other NFL pregame show or some shit like that. They're not as over the top and dramatic as these other shows. These other shows, not only do they have idiots on their panel, but they do stupid stuff on their shows as well.
Yeah.
I mean, coming out of the tunnel on NFL Network, are you kidding me? That's just stupid.
Most of them are. They're horrible shows. I don't watch any of them.
Well, I found a place where I can watch the Red Zone for free on my computer. So I was watching it on Sunday until I went to bed.
Red Zone's the best invention NFL football's ever had.
Yep.
Now, unless the Giant game is not on TV, then I'm sorry for Red Zone, but I'm going to go watch the Giant game.
Well, yeah. I mean, if the Browns are on TV, I'm going to watch the Browns. I mean, I get the Bucks every week, but I don't necessarily watch the Bucks game because those guys, it hurts when I watch them. For some reason, it just hurts when I watch the Bucks. So I normally just turn on the Red Zone, and I get a better picture. That way I'm more prepared for my show on Sunday nights, Scott, as you know, dealing with that because Red Zone will show all the big plays. They'll show all the touchdowns, all the field goals, everything, and I tell you what, that last hour between 3 and 4 o'clock on Red Zone is some of the best football on TV at that time because they're flipping back and forth like it's unreal how much
games are coming to an end. And
yes, games are coming to an end. You got fantastic finishes. And they will show them all. It's great.
I agree. That is a good show.
We had 9 games at 1 o'clock last weekend, and 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
They all finished at. There was 4 games that had a 1-point differential at the end. And if you can imagine that last half hour or last 15 minutes between 1:45 or between 3:45 and 4, that was just like a football junkie's dream.
Just watching the end of that Raiders-Saints game would be.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of Saints, what the hell is that freaking rat bastard Shaba?
I don't know.
He'll probably show up on Sunday and stuff. That guy that comes in here, his name is Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, his nickname was Shaba over on the other show. So that's what I still call him, even though I know his real name.
Yeah, no, I know, Scott. You're not that big in the NFL because the Lions are so bad, but that's okay.
I don't mind watching it, but see, the thing is, as we talked a little college before we came on, with the 7 games that are going to be played Saturday, Sunday morning I'll be like, I watched football all day yesterday. The Lions are so I'm really not going to watch much today. I usually watch the game in the evening, but if there isn't a good game on besides the Lions, I usually don't watch it.
Yeah, but you gotta come over here and watch us rail on
Derek and Nick.
Yeah.
Should have been here yesterday, Scott. I don't know if you may have been here yesterday.
A little bit.
Yeah, a bit of blast on. Jeff was going crazy with Derek, and Derek was just going, "Oh shit!"
And I'm all prepared for this week too. I'm ready. Ice Cream Man's coming. I can hear between the Ice Cream Man and the train. We got everything covered.
Here we go.
Let's see. Oh, the Sunday night game this week looks really good. Packers Vikings.
Vikings in the new stadium.
Yeah.
Really quick. Joey Bosa probably won't be playing this week neither, fellas.
Who?
Joey Bosa.
He was just put on the active roster when they put Keenan on IR.
Well, they had to do that, but he's not gonna be playing. His hamstring is still there.
Yeah, I did see where Josh Norman got called out, not just by Dez Bryant, by several wide receivers on other teams across the NFL for taking the easy way out and just covering a side of the field as opposed to sticking with Antonio Brown on Monday night.
Maybe that wasn't his decision to be made.
It probably wasn't his. It was probably Gruden's decision to do that.
Yeah, it depends what kind of defense they're running.
Right.
Why are you blaming him? It ain't his fault. And Dez, you know something? If I was a reporter and you said that to me, I would probably say the same thing. Maybe it wasn't his decision.
Well, you know what? Dez don't have to worry about it because Josh Norman, when they do play the Cowboys this week, Norman's going to shut him down because Dez Bryant sucks.
And not only that, Dez Bryant, he flaps his gums anyway. Norman's not like him where Dez Bryant yells and screams at his coaches and stuff like that.
Right.
He's not a player like you are.
No, he's not.
He has a little respect for his coaches.
I have a lot of respect for Josh Norman for what he does because he is a very good corner.
I can't wait to see them play the Giants.
That's going to be fun to watch. And it's going to be interesting to see if they do put him on ODB for the whole game or if he stays on that left side of the field like he did against the Steelers.
Right, because if he stays on the left side, he could face ODP on one play. He could face
Victor Cruz on the other side.
Victor Cruz on one side, so he could if he stays on one side, he might face them all.
Yeah.
What's up, Gary?
Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? Big game on Saturday, Gary. Oklahoma and Ohio State, baby, in Norman. I can't wait. This is going to be fun. And the backup quarterback for Oklahoma was running his mouth today. The backup quarterback, he's the second stringer now. He's not the number one guy. Okay? Was running his mouth saying that OSU plays a pretty basic defense. So they've already got bulletin board material in Columbus for this game coming on Saturday. Because he's a punk, Gary, and he doesn't have to worry about backing it up because he's not going to play.
Because he's a punk.
Oklahoma's going down.
Oklahoma's going to be. Bob Stoops is just going to be. He's going to be embarrassed.
Yeah. Not good.
And Stoops needs to keep control of his players because obviously they're running their mouths just to hear themselves talk. A backup quarterback, really? Yeah, well.
What else we got?
Well,
one thing I wanted to bring up was I don't know if you guys saw the Braves went headhunting on Jose Fernandez last night. What I love about baseball is the reason they did that was because they have long-term memories. And remember when Fernandez hit a home run against them, he showboated.
Yeah, right.
And it came back to him last night, and they threw at him. I love it. I love that type of stuff.
Well, it happened with Joey Bats too. With him and his bat foot from the playoffs last year. The first game they played the Royals this year, it was on. So they got long memories. There's no Alzheimer's or dementia in Major League Baseball. That's for darn sure.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter if the players change.
No.
It's the teams.
Yes. Yes. On a happy note, the Bills are retiring Bruce Smith's number tonight as well.
Oh, really? Nice. I heard nothing about that.
Yeah, they're retiring Bruce Smith's number tonight.
Why wouldn't that be bigger news?
It still looks like he could play.
Oh, I liked watching him.
Bruce Smith was one of the most fun guys to watch playing defense, man, because he just had a blast rushing quarterback. He had a blast.
Even though that team never won the Super Bowl, they were a fun bunch to
History
watch.
has been kind to the Buffalo Bills because people realize now winning 4 AFC championships in a row is a monumental feat.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but these friggin' uniforms are terrible. Oh, my God. If you're not on NFL Network and you're not seeing this, you should be because it's just oh, God.
I'm glad I'm not.
The Buffalo Bills look like tangerine. I mean, the Bills look like they're tangerines, for goodness sake.
I'm glad I'm not. What time's that game start tonight?
It starts at the top of the hour.
Oh,
Yep.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wonderbar. So by the time it ends, I still got the rest of the night.
There you go.
Well, you guys got to be sleeping by halftime.
Nah, I stay up for everything.
Scott will be sleeping by halftime.
I may be up the whole game. I don't know. I've got some stuff I got to take care of. I got some bills I got to pay today.
Like, screw this. I don't need to watch this debacle.
For whatever reason, I usually stay up till midnight anyway. So.
Yeah. Cool. So we got that game tonight, and that's pretty much the only game that's on.
There is a college game tonight. I don't know if it's Houston and somebody I think is playing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who it was. I'll look it up.
Hey, Tampa Bay 3,
Cincinnati.
Baltimore 2 in the bottom of the first already. How about that?
That game's already started, the Houston-Cincinnati. Baseball, let's see, for today. I don't know why are there so many teams playing on Wednesday afternoons now?
Indians today, 2-1. The Rays are up on the Orioles, 3-0, like Jeff mentioned.
Twins beat the Tigers.
Yep. Where is it here?
The Indians' magic number is 11.
Yeah, Yankees are up on Boston 2-0 in the top of the second. Oakland and KC are scoreless at the top of the second. And then tonight you've got Milwaukee and the Cubs, which is the game to watch.
Is that a game on TV anywhere?
I do not know. I
don't think so.
I'm surprised ESPN's on TV.
Unless it's on MLB Network.
I'm surprised.
I would imagine it'd be on MLB Network or on ESPN
sure
or something like that. Yeah.
I'm surprised ESPN ain't taking it.
Yeah.
ESPN's probably showing the college game, the football game.
Yeah.
They probably are. You know what? ESPN will probably break in though.
Yeah.
Yeah, ESPN's got the college football game. They don't have any baseball tonight.
On ESPN 2 or on ESPN?
ESPN. ESPN 2 showing soccer.
So get rid of soccer, put the Cubs game on.
I know.
Yeah. But you should be able to pick it up on your Yahoo there, Jeff.
Yeah. You know what? No, they had a free game on earlier today.
MLB is got the Yankees and the Red Sox or the Rays and the Orioles, who depending on where you're at in the country. So no, the Cubbies game is not on tonight. I don't even know what's on WGN.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. Well, they'll cut in. MLB Network is good about cutting into that kind of crap.
Well, so is ESPN.
Yeah.
That's why they might do it on 2 if there's a soccer game on there. They'll cut in on that.
It's just so much soccer.
I hate soccer so bad.
When does the hockey start, Scott?
Saturday.
World Cup of Hockey.
Saturday, right?
Yes,
3:30 is the first game, and then 8 o'clock is.
Who won that game the other night when we were on?
USA.
USA won?
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
It's real easy. It starts Saturday, and then it ends the following Sunday.
So it's just a week thing.
I'm sorry, the following Saturday. Well, then they do the playoff thing.
Oh, okay.
So they have a day off the 25th and then the 26th and 27th.
Yeah, the game starts Sunday or Saturday, excuse me. The U.S. plays the Czech Republic. I'm sorry, no, the U.S. plays Team Europe. The Czech
it's
Republic
3:30.
3:30. That's the first game. And ESPN is carrying the whole damn thing.
Now here's the other thing is on Saturday, the games are 3:30 and 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Every day after that, it's 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock.
Right.
So it's easy to remember, 3 and 8 every day except for the first
Eastern time. So noon and 5 your time, Jeff.
Yep.
Hey, when did James Brown go to the NFL Network?
He's not. He's still CBS.
So
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's simulcast. You can watch it on CBS or NFL Network.
Yeah, exactly.
But I saw him doing a thing the other night on the NFL Network.
CBS and the NFL Network are teaming up for the Thursday night games. It's a dual broadcast, so you'll see James Brown on NFL Network as well.
Yeah, but he wasn't with the normal guys. He was with all the NFL Network guys.
It's just the way it is. It's the way the contract is set up.
Wow,
Gary, they have a World Cup of hockey every 4 years.
Every 4
makes
years,
the most,
just like soccer.
It makes the most sense because of all the players from all over the world. It makes more sense than most of the other sports like baseball.
Like the Thursday night game?
No, because they don't show good games.
Yes, I don't know why Jim Nantz and Phil Simms do it every Thursday night.
Yeah. Do you like the Thursday night game there, Scotty?
No, because they're terrible matchups. Always. Yeah. I mean, look at it this way: the Thursday night games are what the Sunday night ESPN games used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Monday night used to be the prime matchup of the week when ABC or ESPN or whoever had it was covering it.
Yep.
When NBC took over, the Sunday night game became the game of the week, and then ESPN got Monday Night Football because they're part of ABC. They're both owned by Disney, so it moved to ESPN. Well, now the Monday night games are terrible, and the Sunday night games on NBC because they got Al Michaels, and they used to have Madden, and now they got Collinsworth.
Well, that's the contract that they
prime game of the week.
Right. That's the contract that they signed. That's why they paid them so much money, so they could pick that game. Well, first they get the best games.
And that's why it flexes towards the end of the year. That's why it flexes out. Because NBC can pull a game from the Sunday schedule and bring it up to Sunday night if it's a better matchup.
Exactly.
Right.
No, I always thought the Thursday was good for Thanksgiving. That was it. Yes. I don't understand why they got to have, because it doesn't do the players any favor, because they play Sunday and then they got to turn around 3 days later and play on a Thursday.
Monday night. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, Scott. That's what it is.
But they talk about player safety, and that's not keeping them safe.
Well, and again, when you play a Thursday night game, you got a 10-day layoff, so you got 10 days to
recover. Next week. But
as opposed to this week, where Carolina, and I think it's Carolina and San Francisco. Hang on a second. Where is it? Who's got Monday night? Sunday at 1:00. See, Carolina's playing San Francisco Sunday at 1. Carolina's had 10 days off. Frisco's got a short week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do the Rams. The Rams are playing Seattle at 4:00. All right. The Monday night game is Philly and Chicago, so that doesn't make any difference. But, you're looking at San Francisco. Not only do they have a short week, my train's coming by, but they got to travel 3,000 miles across the country as well.
Right.
Oh,
after
crazy.
Playing Monday night, they got a 1:00 game on Sunday, having to travel 3,000 miles. If anybody's got Cam Newton on their roster, they better be freaking playing him this week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The only thing that they do right is when they send the teams over to Europe and they give them the bye week the following week.
Correct. I did, Brett. I'm not too excited about the initial list because that's going to get whittled down, and I'm not too excited about it. There's actually 3 Browns, Minifield and Dixon, as well as some other guard that played with the Browns in the 70s is on that list. None of those guys are going to make the final cut, so I'm not really worried about it at this point. I'll worry about the Hall of Fame as we get further into the season because I just don't care. And I'm on the minority when I say Tony Dungy doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Just my point, just my opinion.
Well, the NFL Hall of Fame to me, it's hard for me to get excited about because what's the criteria to get in the Hall of Fame? It's so hard to judge, and they put so many guys in a year. It's crazy.
Gary, I don't think Dungy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because the reason why is because if he was, I would say he was deserving had he won a Super Bowl in Tampa. The only reason he won a Super Bowl in Indianapolis is because of Peyton Manning. That's it. That offense. He did not have anything to do with it other than that defensive side of the ball. I don't care. Tony Dungy is not as great a coach as people think he is, and that's just my opinion.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think he was that great of a coach. I don't put him at anywhere near the top when I think of great coaches.
He doesn't compare to a Bill Belichick or
Bill Walsh.
I'm sorry. Marty Schottenheimer's more deserving than Tony Dungy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because Marty Schottenheimer's record is just unbelievable. Even though he never got into the Super Bowl, Marty Schottenheimer's record with the Browns, the Chiefs, the Chargers is pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Right.
Dick Vermeil, exactly.
Is Buddy Ryan in?
I don't know, but I don't know maybe he deserves. I don't know.
You
know what, though, Gary?
Look at that
I
defense.
believe Buddy Ryan is in the Hall.
Okay.
Huh?
I think Buddy Ryan.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, he's not. Ditka is, but Ryan is not.
But for that Bears defense, he should be.
No, you're right. He should be with that Bears defense.
Yeah, I think the coaches that change the game are the ones you really should look at. Like
the guys like Chuck Noll, Don Shula, Paul
Tom
Brown,
Tom
Landry. Bill Belichick was a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
As much as I hate Belichick, he's still a first ballot.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, because I saw this article. I didn't save it, but I saw this. Bill Belichick in the game the other day.
Yeah.
On every kickoff, he kicked the ball short.
Yeah.
Had him kick the ball short.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's basically nullifying that rule.
That's why they're doing it. It's the main reason why they do it.
How many other teams will start doing that?
Well, a lot of them are going to start doing it. I mean, look at what happened when the Raiders scored that final touchdown and then Crabtree caught the 2-point conversion and got the penalty. Sebastian Janikowski killed the hell out of that ball, and they didn't make it to the 20-yard line, which put them deep in their own territory, so they couldn't get anywhere else.
Right.
Janikowski probably could have kicked that ball out of the end zone if he wanted to from where he was. I mean, the guy's older than almost as old as I am, for Christ's sake, but he still can kick the hell out of the football.
Oh, yeah. Well, you get the ball to 25 now, right?
Yeah.
So when there's a touchback, it comes out to 25. Well, the strategy now is kick it short. Let your special teams get down there and stop them. No further from the 20, and you're better off that way.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 40 is not old for us, Gary, but in football, if you make it to 30, 33, that's old.
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri is 42 years old and still kicking 50-yard field goals.
Yeah. Kickers can last a long time in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. They don't take the beating.
And I'm sorry, Adam Vinatieri is a full first ballot Hall of Famer in my mind.
Yeah.
But no, as far as getting back to Dungy, Gary, he put the team in place. Yes, he got the defense where it is. However, he did not have the killer instinct on offense. In fact, he was specifically putting handcuffs on his offensive coordinators to prevent them from opening up the offense. Tony Dungy is the reason, even though he had that great defense in Tampa, Tony Dungy and his conservative ways is the reason why Tampa couldn't get over the hump. They lost to Philly 2 years in a row. In that last game they lost to Philly, that's all the ownership could handle. And then you saw the following year, they went into Philly, shut the vet down, beat the Eagles, and won the Super Bowl because Gruden had that killer instinct.
Yep.
They didn't have a great offense, but they had just enough on that offense to get the job done.
Right. And you want to talk about age? Look what D'Angelo Williams did last week, and he's the second oldest running back.
33 years old.
33. That's considered old.
For running back, it is old.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But I do have to make a correction, and you and I were both wrong on this, Scott. According to ESPN, the football game doesn't start till 8:25 tonight.
All right.
8:25.
So I guess they do some half-hour pre show crap at 8 o'clock.
Now, Rob and Rex are twins, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
53 years old.
God, they look much older than that.
How old? 53?
Yeah.
Those fat bastards.
They look like they're in their 60s.
They sure do, man. They sure do. Fat bastards.
Brett, I don't know that Sean King was the answer in Tampa. He was very popular when he played. Just Tony was very The only reason I don't like Tony Dungy is because he is because of how conservative on the offensive side of the ball he was. He specifically put handcuffs on his offensive coordinators. Doesn't matter who it was, Mike Shula, whoever it was, didn't matter. Brad Johnson wasn't a great quarterback, but Brad Johnson was a game manager. Hell, if the Ravens can win a Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, okay, 2 years later, here comes Brad Johnson, who's a better quarterback than Dilfer is, and he wins it too. So come on.
I like Brad Johnson. I liked him in Minnesota. He was solid. He's not the greatest, but he was good. Yeah, if you got that Baltimore defense or the Bears defense, you can pretty much throw anybody in there. Yeah.
I mean, if you remember that year they won the Super Bowl, the Buccaneers, that was Michael Vick's first or second year, if I'm not mistaken, in the league. He was playing for Atlanta. Okay, and I always hark back to this. I've got the DVD of that year because the NFL puts out the DVD every year of the Super Bowl champions and their journey from start to finish. Okay, we're during the Atlanta game in Tampa. Okay, the hype was Mike Vick this, Mike Vick that. How the Bucs going to stop Mike Vick? You know, and in the game in the locker room after the game, Gruden is shown talking to his team after the game, saying everybody was talking about Mike Vick, how much a great talent he is, and how good a player is, how and he is a great talent, but how are the Bucs going to stop him? Ain't nobody talked about how great this defense was. They shut him down. Derek Brooks shadowed Mike Vick that whole game, and he couldn't get out of his own way, and that's why they lost the game. Yeah. I'm passionate about that 2002 season because it was a great season.
Oh, it was. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I wanted to throw something at you guys before we get off the air here. Penn State University, they're going to honor Joe Paterno this weekend.
Big mistake.
For his 50th anniversary of his first game at the school. Yeah, I was just trying to get your opinion, what you guys thought about that.
Joe Paterno knew about the whole deal. He knew it from start to finish. He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, and he was a great coach.
He was.
He is complicit in that whole fiasco, that whole scandal.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
To honor him, I mean, I understand what he did as a coach.
Yeah,
for
I
Penn
loved
State.
him as a
coach. They won national championship with Joe Paterno. Yeah. He was the head coach with Penn State for 40 plus years before he died.
Yeah.
I love those old coaches. In retrospect, you don't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I used to enjoy him. He was a great coach, but you can't let what happened happen.
Excuse me a second, Gary, you're an idiot. Derek Brooks was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He was in there like 2 or 3 years ago. Look it up.
All right, 8 minutes left in the show, and we get a Gary bashing.
We got it, Kenny. We got it.
Can't go a whole show without bashing Gary. I'm sorry.
You're an idiot.
I know. Yeah, I don't understand Penn State and their desire to hang on to this coach who brought nothing but negativity at the end, and it was warranted. And now they want to keep trying to bring back the statue and honor him in ways which why just let it go and move on.
Exactly.
Derek Brooks inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2014, exactly 5 years after he retired.
But I'm going to guess it's because their team, which used to be a football powerhouse, is a shell of itself at this point. It's horrible.
One of these days, I'm going to let you come on camera and you can just yell right back at me.
Yeah, if you don't want him on camera, trust me.
I didn't say I wanted to. I just said I would have to, so we can yell at him.
You don't want to do that. Because chances are his mom will interrupt him in the middle of something, make him do a chore before it's on. I love you, Gary. I'm sorry. But it is what it is.
That's why I'm outside of my house in my backyard, so nobody will bother my ass. You know?
That's funny.
See, I have the pleasure of knowing Gary for about 5 years, and it's been my pleasure in those 5 years to be able to pick on him on a weekly basis.
Not very nice. I guess we kind of do it too here, though.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a good sport. He takes it very well. He knows we're only kidding, and he knows we love him very much, like a brother, a little brother to us, and we look after him. We wish him the best. But sometimes his foot goes in. His foot has a permanent place in his mouth. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oopsie.
Right? Exactly.
Oopsie daisy.
What's this? Only 14. Was he saying not quite only 14, Brett?
Exactly. You think you know more than you actually do sometimes. That is perfect. Perfect.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
He is. That's the best part about it. He knows sometimes he's an idiot, but that's okay. He's a lovable idiot, and that's why we don't mind having Gary around.
Yeah, we don't mind at all. At least he's honest.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Jeff, are you going to be watching a lot of hockey?
I watched some game the other night, and then I said, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't get into the World Cup. I don't know why.
That's why I have Ron.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be on until after.
Truth be told, that's why I have Ron.
Yeah.
Just biding his time until the NBA season starts.
Yeah. If I can sneak Ron in sometime before, but I doubt we can because he's leaving soon anyway. But yeah, I'll try. I'll talk to him, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, he's actually going to be in Vegas here in about 3 days.
I know. No, the 22nd he goes. Right?
That was the 18th.
Oh, no, you're right. It's the 18th. It's the 18th to the 22nd.
Right.
Right. Yeah, so he's gone. All right. So hopefully maybe he'll holler at us while he's out there. I'll send him a Facebook message. Dude, run to the hotel room and do the show really quick with us.
Yeah, well, provided the Wi-Fi and the hotel is good enough for him.
Hey, I did a show with my gear. We drove to Vegas.
Yeah.
I took my computer, my mixer, my mics, everything. Hauled it all to Vegas, set it up in the room, and we did a show in Las Vegas in a room.
Off Wi-Fi?
Off the Wi-Fi.
Nice.
2 hours.
What hotel?
I think we were staying at Circus.
That's where I stayed in 2008 when I went to Vegas.
We were staying at Circus at the time.
Yeah, the stratosphere was right outside my window because I was facing the north. My window faced the north, so we were in the stratosphere right just in the north.
2 hours. Johnny Hood was with me. We did a whole 2 hour. We had like 80 people in the room. It was freaking.
I had a good time that week. It was a business trip, and I worked for most of the week, but it was a good time.
We were sitting in the window so they could see all the stuff behind us and everything.
There you go.
Nice. I've been to Vegas a couple times. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you got money, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I stayed at the Imperial Palace one time.
Those damn slot machines got me, brother. I just sat there and kept. I mean, at one point I was like at $250 up, and by the time I left Vegas, I was flat even. I was done.
I can't play machines. I gotta sit at tables. I like the tables.
See, I don't play machines. I play tables. I'm either at a 9. If I'm not in my hotel room and I'm not eating, 99.9% of the time I'm at a roulette table.
Do you know what the best day is? Sunday's football.
Sportsbook.
Yeah, exactly. Because every hotel's got something set up, like a conference room or something.
Yeah, I know.
You go there, you could bet. What I do is I'll throw $10 on 10 games, and we'll sit there and drink for free the whole day.
Now that I'm making some decent money, I need to plan a trip sometime in the next year or two, go to Vegas and just go
to San Diego. Go with Vegas.
No, I'll come to Vegas and you beat me in Vegas. How's that?
We got a Harrah's right here in San Diego, dude. Come to San Diego. We'll go to Harrah's.
But it's not Vegas.
Not the same. Yeah. Yeah, we got casinos here. I've never been to one in my life. If I go to casinos, I go to Vegas.
Casino in Tampa. There's a Seminole Hard Rock in Tampa.
It's not the same.
I never go. It's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, if I want to go, I'll take the 3.5-4 hour plane ride and go to Vegas.
I mean, I can probably leave here and get to Vegas, and I can fly from here to Vegas, spend leave on a Thursday, come back on a Sunday night, come back on a Monday actually because I want to be there for the football weekend.
Yeah,
that'd be a good weekend.
Oh, the Monday night game is incredible too. We got there Sunday morning, and stay through Wednesday. And we watched the Monday night, and they just had some radio station. They were giving away free prizes all game, and you could bet anything you want. It's just like the Super Bowl. Who's going to win the coin toss? Who's going to score first? Which player scores first? Does this player get over 100 yards rushing? Blah, 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 blah. It was awesome.
Yeah. Maybe next year, if I'm still doing well and I can put some money away, I'll make a trip to Vegas this next year. You know, just because the last time I went was a business trip and it wasn't really much pleasure.
Yeah.
But if I can go to Vegas just to hang out and just have fun, hell yeah, why not?
Yep. Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy it.
All right, Jeff, what do you say we get the flock out of here, man? It's 8:00.
I think it's that time, right, fellas?
It is, guys. It is.
All right, let's get the flock out of here. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Until then, my friends, what the hell? Let's just get the flock out of here. Yeah, I had my mind somewhere else. That's why. Hey, for Scott SWT Pistons, Scott the Sports Nerd, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio. Peace out, bitches. We'll see you manana.
Thanks for listening to Sports World Radio with your hosts, Jeff Escow and Elliot Big E Lomba. Online at sportsworldradio.com. Sports World Radio, the equal opportunity ripper. We'll catch you next time.